Guys, let's take a look at this. We have in our head a plan, a motivation map, a very motivating map, yeah? And then we have the actual experience, right? Very much in our eyes, but also the other senses as well. And then we have a lot of stuff. We have rhythm in our bodies, we have short rhythm, fast rhythm, and this is already in the body. We even have a little entertainment system right next to the sewer, where the digestion is happening. And we also have a feeling of placement. And then we have something very interesting. We have this is a sense that's very pervasive, but we can imagine how it would be, and then we can't see it, but we still kind of feel it. Like, imagine throwing at a basketball hoop. But when you aim, you kind of imagine it, right? So here we have this. So the first one is paradise. It's called jumping paradise in Norway. So we jump in this, and then on the other side here, it kind of looks like a oven upside down. So you go up the body, you go down the body. And so it's, of course, referencing the digestive process. Very important to not confuse visions of body scanning with religious dogma. These are two different things. Look at that one. You know what that one is called? It's called aorta, and it is very, very close to the center of the body. And I've been focusing here on my digestion, and I see things get burnt sometimes, and it's of course, it's telling me it's burning fat. I just worked out at the gym. I now have the thing where it's taking the food and turning it into muscle, right? And that's you see here, this guy over here, he's putting on a little bit of fire so that we will get the food, right? And here is like a little bit more, I'm taking a nap, I'm feeling very relaxed maybe. And this one, he's all burnt out, it's like, yeah, I'm good, right? So that's important. And then we of course have the game of looking at people's reactions. What do they want? So maybe if I show them this card, I look at him and it's like, oh, I want that one. And then I just like, okay, I feel like this is your card right here. I feel, and don't take it too far by looking into it too far. Anyways, here, it's just, I'd say that, heart, everything goes into the heart. We have this circuitry in our body that is pumping. And so maybe you see these two, and it might look like two people having sex, right? Maybe you see two people having sex, but they're standing really weird and they're holding maybe something weird in their hands. I was like, yeah, look at us, we're pumping. Maybe they want to come out and say hello and say, hey, we were pumping. Well, maybe you're lucky as two women, but they will still be pumping, probably. They will try to show you something. So yeah, keep that in mind. Say you're at a retreat and you accidentally did a little bit more than you had thought you were going to do, and so now the magical woman comes and throws a spell at me, and I get a little bit wet, and it's like, okay, I'm a little bit more in touch with my body, but the veil is still very thin, and I'm walking around like, and so they try to ground me, and then I look at something as simple as a street light, and I look at it, and it opens up with golden light, and it becomes a golden El Dorado city, and it's very easy. It's very, very easy. This, look there, we have something called Lataif theory. Non-duality creates energy because energy is not leaving or entering. It is one cycle. One stops to believe in energy coming and going. Awareness of presence increases. So think of it as like all these energies, they're coming, you're being sucked into basically the oneness and the good things. You know, the good things will come from this. There's a little drawing here. Here he is. Something's coming out, and there's on top of this. This guy is witnessing it, you know, and then there's a little hand over here, and everything is going according to plan. You can look at this. Okay, so blood movement, simple forms, right? So you have these are naturally in your body, these forms, right? And it's just there, you know, it's not something that needs to generate, it's there, you know. If you feel the spread of the blood, it goes into this circuitry, and if it's always coming, you know, it's always coming. So you can think of it like the cosmic forge, like a secret place that you're always grounded in, that secret place, and it has like flower petals so that you're not going anywhere. You just you're safe here. You're safe here. Yeah, you come to the right place, right? And so it's like you even have this one and it's spread out across the thing. You see, that's on the corners there. You know, so who knows? Maybe if you go there, there's a guy standing. Maybe if you go here, then there's a guy standing in a green shirt saying, "Hey, there's nothing here. Maybe you should go back to the center." Yes, yeah. So it's made out of these symbols here. It's like a yantra. It's like a meditation machine. Then we have raising a Rajasic Kundalini energy, right? So one goes to bed with closed eyes, burning purple is blazing, and astral floats up, entering between, and then the experience happens. And so I used to be very, you know, there's no God, there's no hope, there's no this is just bullshit, it's all science. And so when this happens, it makes it very, I have to deal with it. And so whether I want to or not, I have to believe in it. Right? So that's a advantage. Now, I had this dream Friday, the 19th of January 2024, and it was like I was dreaming that there were two monks, and one of them, he was like laying down, and the other one was watching over him. And the spiders were coming to the head honcho, the one who was lying down and resting, and they were spinning a web around him. And because they were spinning around him, they also began spinning a web around his friend. And when this guy went to sleep, a kind of blue orb came out of the forehead of the guy sitting next to him. And so when that happened, I think I started to go out of body, and I stood up in my bed. And I felt that I was making a very nice pose. I'm a fantastic poser. And what did I do? Well, I went and sat in my rocking chair, basically. Just sat in my rocking chair. And from the room, somebody yelled, "Take out the motivation map. Take out your motivation map." And so here you see, here's a motivation map. Yeah, it's a motivation map. Here. So it was also a dog, a black dog. He is old and can just look straight ahead of himself. And this guy came, and he likes tomatoes. And the dog is owned by this guy with long hair. And he's a park ranger. It says, yeah. So yeah, and what it says here, they said, take out the motivation map. Dad is on the bathroom taking he's just pissing a little bit up and taking a leak, and I went back to my room and I wrote it on my cell phone, and after I had written it on my cell phone, the motivation map right there, I got up and then I wrote it on my cell phone again, so it became almost like a dream check. 4th of January 2023, I was laying in some kind of bed, and I saw my cat in a corner. So I made her, I moved my fingers a little bit to see if I could get her to chase my fingers and jump up into the couch. And the room was a little bit dark, but she came over to me, and I see her she's on my foot, right? And then it seems like there was a sock on my foot, and she bit my ankle. Yeah. So I could feel it. It says here I could feel her. I could lift her up on my chest, and my eyes are closed, and I can still feel that she's on top of my chest. And then it became, it says here it was a strong smell of ass. So yeah, that's definitely, and I was like, yeah, that's hers. Yeah. And they said, meditation. After I woke up, I put my finger right here, and a voice said, meditation needs bathroom. Felt very shame. Have 7th of January 2023. See old lady in rocking chair in the living room. She says some words, and I think that she disappears out of the chair. But then she appears behind me to sniff my butt. And I say, look, is this any way to greet an old friend? I say to her. And I was thinking of my cat that passed away in 2020. So this is 3 years later, and every once in a while I have these dreams, you know. And so, and you know, here you have something, yeah, look at that. Yeah. Here we have some advanced helpers, you know, you know, careful. Oh, you know, I'm not allowed to teach you this. I'm not allowed to teach you this. There are, but you know, like if you get seasick or something, there's certain travel sickness plasters that you can put on that contains this. But it's dangerous, you know. And it's you know, I don't. This is not something I promote. You know, this is not something I promote. Gotta say that. But I do promote this, the classic chakra system, right? And so now we're using the rainbow colors because we are now saying, okay, what am I saying? It's red down here, and it goes up to purple, and then there's it says here it looks pink, but you can also think of it as white or just a shiny light above your head, right? And so I've done this many times, but it's so good, so I did one more time. Is lam vam ram yam tam ham you can also go that's the lines. They mean lam vam ram yam tam like that. So that's something you can do. And then if you want to shoot the light up a little bit higher and become, you know, you fly, you know, you become light, so you fly. So it's and just imagine that light just goes up another octave. So there are many things you can use, you know, we have many tools. So here you see that technique as imagined. But you know, it's just fun. You know, it's like if you do this, just have fun with it, because it's looking up. You know, it's looking up. It's very good. Yeah. Yes. Yes.